What's up, guys? So today we're talking about Subaru. Apparently, there's stuff that's just so weird, or in my opinion, Subaru's a little bit. Not gonna be mean to Subaru. Anyways, it's just gonna tell you how your car's operating because some of it's stupid. Okay, let's go ahead and watch. If I can click.
If your 2025 Subaru Forester SHEV has a delayed fuel door, mechanics
This
use
is
the
the
Subaru
dumbest one.
Select Monitor 4 to confirm a failure in the electric vent solenoid. In this video, we will look at how this new hybrid system operates under the hood to prevent you from paying for unnecessary repairs. We will also reveal the diagnostic trouble codes to look out for and the exact cost of resolving these issues at the end of the video. This issue stems from a technical bulletin issued for several Subaru models from 2001 through 2025, including the Forester, Outback, Impreza, Crosstrek, and Ascent. While the database associates this bulletin with the entire fleet, the technical core of the document focuses on the newly introduced 2025 Subaru Forester Strong Hybrid Electric Vehicle, or SHEV. The manufacturer released this information to help mechanics distinguish between normal system characteristics and actual component failures. Understanding these behaviors prevents drivers from assuming their vehicles require expensive powertrain repairs. A common wrong assumption is that the fuel door release cable has snapped or the actuator has failed when the fuel door does not open immediately. On conventional vehicles, pressing the release button mechanically or electronically pops the door open instantly. On the
That's what
2025
we would
Forester
expect, Subaru.
SHEV, pressing the button activates an electric vent solenoid inside the evaporative emissions system.
Do it
Because
right
the
next
internal
time,
combustion engine runs
Subaru.
less frequently in a hybrid, the fuel tank remains highly pressurized to prevent fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. The electric vent solenoid must completely bleed off this pressure before the body control module commands the fuel door latch to release. This depressurization process takes up to 10 seconds to complete, which is a normal design function of the sealed EVAP system. Another common misconception involves the state of charge indicator for the high voltage hybrid battery pack. Drivers often notice that the high voltage battery gauge on the instrument cluster rarely shows a completely full charge. This behavior is entirely
If you've
normal
driven
and is
hybrids,
managed
you
by the
should know
vehicle's
that.
power control unit, or PCU. The PCU actively prevents the battery from reaching a true 100% charge or dropping to zero to maximize the service life of the cells. Keeping the battery charge within a specific middle operating window prevents thermal stress and premature degradation. Replacing the battery or the PCU because the gauge is not full is a costly misdiagnosis. The 2025 Forester SHEV also features an automatic vehicle shutdown system that turns off the ignition after 30 minutes in park. This feature prevents carbon monoxide buildup and stops the high voltage battery from slowly draining during extended idling. If the vehicle turns off during stationary testing, technicians should check the center information display settings rather than looking for an electrical fault. This function is tied directly to diagnostic trouble code P226, which is stored when changes are made within the system settings menu. Code P226 is simply a reference code for the configuration menu and does not indicate a physical component failure in the
That's not a
powertrain. A
diagnosis.
more serious operational risk occurs when the vehicle is placed in neutral, such as during an automated car
Comment if I'm
wash.
wrong.
When the transmission is in neutral, the power control unit cannot engage the motor generator to charge the high voltage battery. If the high voltage battery is already low and the driver runs high load accessories like the air conditioning, headlights, or radio, the 12-volt auxiliary battery will rapidly drain. The DC to DC converter relies on the high voltage system to keep the 12-volt battery charged. If the high voltage battery runs too low in neutral, the system shuts down, leaving the vehicle unable to start once it exits the wash. Drivers may also notice a distinct AM radio static or buzzing noise when using the wireless device charger in the center console. This static is caused by electromagnetic interference generated by the high-frequency switching inside the wireless charger's inductive coils. The hybrid system's power electronics can also transmit electromagnetic noise through the vehicle's electrical ground paths. Subaru dealerships can address this issue by using their diagnostic tools to shift the operating frequency of the wireless charging pad. This software adjustment shifts the electromagnetic interference out of the audible AM radio frequency band without requiring any hardware replacement. Additionally, owners should note that a traditional vehicle jack is no longer standard equipment on the 2025 Forester SHEV.
I hate
The
that they're doing
manufacturer
that on new
omitted the jack
cars.
to save weight
Like no
and maximize storage
spare.
space for the
They
high
give you like a
voltage battery
repair kit.
components. An optional vehicle jack is available through the parts department and is designed to fit in a designated storage compartment beneath the driver's seat. If you take your vehicle to an independent shop to diagnose a suspected fuel door failure or perform the wireless charger frequency adjustment, The diagnostic fee typically ranges from $95 to $120. If a dealer performs the diagnostic scan and adjusts the wireless charging frequency, the cost is usually between $145 and $180, though this may be covered under your bumper-to-bumper warranty. If the 12-volt auxiliary battery is damaged due to discharging in neutral, a replacement battery at an independent shop costs about $240 to $310, while a dealership replacement ranges from $385 to $460. Have you noticed any of these unusual hybrid behaviors or delays in your Subaru? If this breakdown helped you understand your vehicle better, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below.
Well, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.